This is the Entertainment Execution Layer podcast. In this episode, let's talk about the stupidest movie ending ever. And this one has to go to It Chapter 2. This one was glaringly horrific to watch. That's how fucking stupid it is. Now, this is either a great example of bad filmmaking and bad story writing, or it's a great example of trolling. I mean, let's face it, you had chapters 1 and 2 paired together, taking place, 2 years apart release-wise? Both movies had a runtime of at least 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. So in order to get to the final scenes of It Chapter 2, you'd have to sit through both movies, which would be 4 or 5 hours. So let's get down to the stupidest ending that I think I've ever seen in any movie ever. You have the Losers Club in the sewers with It, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, whatever you want to call him. They're being completely terrorized, running for their lives, fighting for their lives, and Pennywise, the so-called immortal demon god, whatever you want to call him, has these guys on the ropes. And then it happens. The meanest, baddest, most terrifying creature ever. You want to know how the fucking filmmakers decided to kill him off? Here it goes. The Losers Club members decide to make fun of him, ridicule him until the point where Pennywise shrinks down to the size of a baby. And then they rip his heart out. Yeah, that's right. The face of terror for this group of friends comes down to that. I thought that the original ending to the first film, the miniseries back in 1990, was bad. This one takes the fucking cake. It's like, who the hell thought of that? Not only who thought that would be a great ending, but what studio executive thought it would be actually good to film it? I mean, come on. Chapter 1 was actually a pretty decent film. I don't have many complaints about it. Part 2, though not as good as the first one, really wasn't that bad either. I mean, it had its stupid shit here and there, but for the most part, it was about 75% good. But I mean, come on, to have 2 films back to back, that takes, 245 minutes to complete? I mean, 1 and 2, so it's 4 or 5 hours? That's the best they could come up with. Like I said, this is either a really great example of bad filmmaking, or really great example of trolling. Making fun of some stupid ancient alien, demon, whatever you want to call it, until the point where it turns into a small little baby and ripping its heart out. Now, I haven't read the book in a very long time, but I'm guessing that in the book, this is not how it ended. Not even fucking close. Now, to the filmmakers, great job taking a nice big fucking dump on a pretty good intellectual property. But then again, Stephen King books are, I guess, very hard to put in a film, considering the fact that only about 20% of Stephen King films are actually any good. This has been the Entertainment Execution Layer podcast. And until next time, come up with better endings to movies. Fucking Hollywood, eat it. Signing out.